Peace, family, peace, 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 peace. All right, I was just sitting there. The time is just going. Okay, whatever. If you are new to my channel, my name is Dina Bryan. I do these inspirational videos. Whenever I learn something, honey, I like to enlighten someone else. Okay, so I did a video earlier today about severe cramps. Okay, and I could talk about severe cramps because I experienced severe cramps. Okay. So in high school, I would have my menstruation. I would go through the whole thing, bleeding severely, changing my pads several times, okay, clogging, throwing up because the pain was so severe. Fast forward, I didn't know all of that was coming from what I was eating. I didn't know it was coming from the meat that I was consuming, the dairy that I was eating. I did not know that. Okay. So the other day I was watching a video with Dr. Tim Morrow. Okay. And in this video, he talked about PMSing, right? And how women, when it's their time of the month, right, they losing estrogen, and we have to put estrogen back into the body, the female hormone. Okay, honey, up until this time, if you like, oh, I never knew the female hormone was estrogen, honey, me and you, that's why you here. Because, honey, at one time I didn't know what the fuck that was. I was saying testosterone, honey, which is for men. Okay, that is the male hormone. And I was saying, whatever. Okay, we got it now. So we know it's estrogen. Okay. So, anywho, last month, I don't eat meat. Okay. So, last month, and I don't like giving it the labels, the titles, all of those things, because I feel as though if you give it a label, a title, you could be brought. Okay. So last month, some time ago, I had ordered some pizza for my children, and in their order, I ordered me something, and my order, it was a little different, and I was thinking, oh, I'm doing something, I'm not eating no meat, honey, but it had dairy in it, okay. And earlier that day, I was bleeding, okay? It was that time of the month. And the only reason I knew, it wasn't because of the pain, okay? Because I didn't have hardly no cramps. It was because when I went to pee and I wiped myself, it was blood on the tissue, okay? If you don't look at what's going on when you use the bathroom, honey, that's you. But I do, okay? So, anywho, so I looked at the tissue, okay, and I was bleeding or whatever. So the rest of the day I was doing Instacart. I had drove, me and my oldest daughter, who is 16 years old. I drove like 45 minutes away from my house, and everything was everything, okay. So later on that night, when I ordered my children a pizza and ordered me a pie too, I had feta cheese on the pie, okay, with feta cheese, spinach, and I had some Alfredo sauce, okay, on this pie. So I was eating a pizza, eating it. And the first thing that came to my mind was, because I watched What the Health a few days ago. You'd think I would know better, right? So I watched What the Health a few days ago. And What the Health, it talked about dairy and how harmful dairy is. It also talked about eggs. It talked about eating, I believe, is the one egg is equivalent to 5 cigarettes because the carcinogens, right? Which basically is the toxins. The same thing that's in cigarettes, how dangerous the cigarettes are, is just as bad as eggs. Okay, sometimes we like, oh, well, I don't eat, eggs or whatever it is. Like, I don't eat no meat, and actually the eggs is a baby. Is the fetus, right? It's like an abortion from the chicken. But that's another story, okay? So, anywho, so that morning after I ate the pizza, I thought I was good, thought I was out of the woods. So, my youngest son woke me up. He is 6 years old. He woke me up, and he was scared or whatever, needed to use the bathroom, walked him to the bathroom. I was in severe pain, okay? Severe pain, okay? And I was taking herbs, and I was like, what the hell? So what happened was, and I wasn't taking the herbs consistently. So I would take one glass, I took one cup or whatever it is like that, because I wasn't feeling nothing. I was good. I was all good in the neighborhood. Okay, I thought I was good. All right. So fast forward, was in severe pain. I said, oh, hell to the no. Okay, because I was in, when you don't eat meat and you don't eat dairy and stuff like that, like on a regular basis, you don't go through the whole hemorrhaging thing. You don't go through the whole losing all the blood, which is hemorrhaging. You don't go through all of that, the cramping and all of that. And up into that point, I always thought, well, before that point, I always thought cramping was normal. That we supposed to, because we hear the story, Adam and Eve and all this other stuff, right? Oh, well, we supposed to go through that because Eve made Adam eat the apple. And, their story ain't even what the hell we think it was or what we think it is, honey. Okay, so I went to the herbalist, okay, later on that day. And it was one herb that the herbalist recommended. Okay, so I'm no doctor. This is entertainment purposes only. Make sure you do your own research, okay? Don't take somebody else's word. Make sure you do the research that you need to do for yourself, okay? But I'm going to show you guys 3 herbs, okay? So when you are experiencing the hemorrhaging and all that stuff, first of all, you losing too much blood. Too much blood, okay? If you got clogs coming on the pads and stuff like that, you losing way too much blood. And I was watching Dr. Tim Morrow, and one of the things he said was the reason you losing so much blood is because from the things that you're eating, and you don't have enough of the female hormone, which is estrogen in you. Okay, so these actually is 4 herbs. Okay, so is raspberry leaf. Okay, honey, this thing was filled up. It was like up to here. I started ordering herbs by the bulk. Okay, so it's raspberry leaf, and raspberry leaf, it balances out your mood. It helps. My daughter, she was writing this. It helps you relax. It strengthens the immunity. It's a laxative. It's good for the heart, the health, the skin. It boosts metabolism. It's great for that time of the month. Okay, so then we have red clover. Okay, so red clover, okay, it helps put in the estrogen, okay, back into the body. So that's what you would need, the estrogen being put back into the body, because you're losing so much of the estrogen, okay? And remember, when you're not eating properly, what the body do is start pulling blood, is start pulling resources from other parts of the body, whether that's the bones or, from your organs, from different organs. That's what it's going to do to keep you alive, to keep you functioning, okay? So we're going to talk about red clover. All right, so red clover is used for its estrogen properties to relieve menopause symptoms. Red clover is a blood purifier and used to break up calcification in soft tissues and to clean the lymphatic system. Okay, so this is red clover. Okay, then we have Santa Maria. Now, this was the herb that when I went to the herbalist, I was asking her for something else. But then, and let me tell you the story of this. Okay, so in this book, it talks about Santa Maria. Okay, and for so long, I was looking for Santa Maria. And actually, Santa Maria is marigold. It's the thing what, marigold. So funny story. Okay, and I'm going to get back to this. I used to work with plants when I was about 22, right? I used to work for this vendor company that used to set a plants outside from the store Home Depot, okay? And I liked that job because, one, I was outside, okay, and it was really, really hot. And the only thing I needed to do was water the plants, maintain the plants, take the leaves and stuff off the plants. Honey, I know 2 things about plants. I know whether it's annual or perennial. If I see some plants, I know the name of it, but some of the plants that they have different names depending on, like they have a plant name and then they have a different name. So fast forward. this plant right here, okay, this is actually marigold, okay, but it's Santa Maria. And I was reading this book, and for so long I kept saying, where can I get Santa Maria from? Right? Where could I get Santa Maria? Now, it's under different names, okay? It's under different names. So when I went to the herbalist place in Clifton, okay, to get this herb, okay, and this is what the herb looks like, all right? So this is Santa Maria, all right? And let me just read to you about Santa Maria. All right. All right, so Santa Maria is an anti-inflammatory property. Santa Maria is used in traditional medicine to treat diarrhea, abdominal pain. You're going through some abdominal pains, boo. Abdominal pains, respiratory infections, and let's just say inflammation and skin disease, okay? And is used to relax nerves, okay? So, all right. All right. So then the last one we have is Damiana. No, blue. Honey, I be saying Damiana, and it's blue vervain. Okay, so blue vervain. So blue vervain, it treats menstrual cramps. Okay, and this is how blue vervain looks. Okay. So this is like blue vervain, okay? Could you guys see that? Okay, hopefully you could, okay? All right, so this is blue vervain. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys about blue vervain and then... All right, so blue vervain has been used in traditional medicine as a female tonic to treat. What you think is talking about treating, boo? Treat menstrual cramps, okay? To treat menstrual cramps, and it also increase milk production in women who are breastfeeding. A primary use of blue vervain is to treat nervous disorders, also include stress, anxiety, and restlessness, okay? All right, so those are the 4 herbs, okay? We have blue vervain, we have Santa Maria, we have red clover, and we have raspberry leaf, okay? Now, again, I'm no doctor, okay? This is entertainment purposes only. These herbs have not been evaluated by the FDA, okay? Make sure you guys do your own research. And it feels so good. And let me tell you guys why it feels so good. Because for so long, right, especially if you're going through pain, especially if you're going through, you can't think straight, your nerves is probably a certain type of way. It feels so good when someone comes or they let you know, sis, is a remedy for that, right? And not trying to sell you, but telling you like, girl, is a remedy for that. Because a lot of times we go through things, right? And we just think that the alternative is, we got to take medicine. And the medicine, it may cause some type of something else. It may cause another problem. It may be treated for like a band-aid, like a band-aid on a wound, just suppressing or whatever it is, what you're going through. And then you think you're doing something. But I know what it feels like when you are in severe pain. And another thing that I highly recommend, okay, if you are eating things that probably isn't the best for you, like the dairy and the meat, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do, okay? It's not about that. But what I knew I needed to do, right? If I didn't want my body to be torn up, okay? If I didn't want my body to be torn up, if I didn't want to lose so much blood. And you see the glow that I had? The glow is from me putting things back into my body and me taking care of my body. And I'm not saying I'm 100%, okay? Because I'm not. But I eliminated meat and I don't eat dairy, okay? I stay away from it, okay? And the things that I tend to put back in my body. Lately, I've been mainly doing raw foods, okay? Raw foods. And what really did it for me is, okay, so a lot of times we say, all right, well, I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to eat the dairy and the meat, which is a phenomenal start. But also is the starches too. So I had a fever blister, a cold sore, all right, like a week ago or so. And when I started asking myself, all right, you eating so healthy, why are you getting those things? And I remember I was watching Crystal Alkaline Doula pay her live video on Facebook. And I put in a chat, like, how do you get rid of cold sores and things of that nature? And she had some herbs and stuff like that. And so basically it's because of the blood, right? Is because of the blood. So she recommended one of her products, blood purifier. And I was like, wow. So I ordered the blood purifier. So my whole thing is this, right? We are always a lot of times worrying about what their outside be like, right? Whether it's the hair, the nails, okay, the clothes, or whatever it is. If I could share anything with you guys, let me say this. Since I've been on this journey, right? And it was times where as though I would go back, not go back to the meat, but go back to eating like the pastas and stuff like that, and, the dairy and things of that nature. But when I'm doing alkaline, it is something different about that. Like, it disconnects me from wanting to shop, right? Me wanting to buy things or whatever it is. It really breaks the illusions. You really start seeing things for what they are, right? Like, you really, yeah, your pineal gland, honey, that first eye, what they call the third eye right here, it really start opening. So if I can share anything with you guys, do the best that you could do, okay? But don't make excuses, all right? And you don't have to go through this. You don't have to go through it. I didn't know it was abnormal to be losing blood and to be in severe pain, having cramps and stuff like that. I didn't know that. Okay, because nobody ever said that. They, growing up there say, oh, it's their time of the month or whatever. And I would get some pills from the store, from the corner store, and take them pills, not realizing that those pills was tearing that liver up, okay? Tearing them kidneys or whatever it is, tearing it up, okay? So is other ways, okay? And I would like to give a shout out to Gaia, okay? Because Gaia she with it, okay? She with it, okay? And Gaia is Mother Earth, is Mother Nature, whatever it is you want to call her. So with that being said, I love you guys. I love you. I love you. Make sure you guys rocking out, believing in yourself. Make sure you fucking with you, boo. Okay, and I hope you guys got something from this. All right, to understand and understand and understand that you do not have to go through the pain, right? And I know what it feels like. I know going through it, right? Going through it, even with the nerves, like when your nerves is like, right? You like, you every little thing, even a penny fall on the floor is doing something to you, right? You like so upset. You like, what the hell, right? It's scaring you. You're jumpy, right? So I know what all of that feel like. You can't think straight. I know what that feels like. All right. So with that being said, I love you guys, and I see you guys on the next video.